First things first, I need you to pause this video and go grab a broomstick. I know you have one in your house. If you don't have a broomstick, get a mop or a yardstick if people still have those, or something of your kids that's straight, okay? Because the foundation of a kettlebell swing is going to be the hip hinge. And a lot of you guys are struggling, but it's okay because I'm about to show you how to do it. All right? Now you might hear some kid screams in the background or like loud kid shows, but y'all know how it is. All right, so I'm assuming you already have your broomstick or whatever stick you need. So let me show you what a kettlebell swing should look like when you start. You're gonna send your hips back, get down low, get a little squatty, and then you reach for the imaginary bell and you pull your shoulders back. Make sure your hips are dropped, make sure your head is neutral, and that's where you begin. That's your starting position. 9 times out of 10, when you're starting a kettlebell swing, that's a very uncomfortable position, especially if you're not used to a hinging movement. If you've been doing RDLs and deadlifts for quite some time, you'll probably be a little bit better at kettlebell swings, but I was not when I first started them. So most of what I see when doing kettlebell swings is either a squat in a swing, less of a hip hinge, which is no good, or a rounded back in a swing, which is also no good. The last thing, it's not about initial form, but it is a form critique, is as you're swinging, too many people come up and overextend their back. This, no good, all right? So let's start by getting a little stick, whatever you got. I got a broom. You're gonna put it behind your back like this, all right? So the base of the broom should be touching your back, lower back area, and the tip of the broom, or the top of the broom, should be going directly up your spine. Press it like into your spine, pull it forward so it's touching your spine, because what I need you to do is practice sending your hips back and keeping your back straight. The point of the broom is to show you that you have to keep your back straight. If your back is not touching the broom as you hip hinge, that means you are rounding your back as you hip hinge. So this is what it should look like. Send your hips back, send your hips back. You see how the whole time the broom is touching my back? This is what it should not look like. The broom's coming up. If you're holding it, the broom's not gonna come up. It's gonna force you to keep your back straight. Maybe up here, it might not. But if you're holding it, hip hinge, straight back. So sometimes it looks like this, back's not touching at the top. Sometimes it looks like this, not touching at the bottom. So continue to practice that. I'm gonna put the broom down for a second. Continue to practice that hip hinge with the broom, all right? Even better, get in front of a mirror or put up your phone, put on a selfie mode and watch yourself. Record yourself, watch yourself, see what you're doing. That is gonna help you all the time. That is gonna help you see if you're arching your back at the top, if you're hunching over at the bottom. That's gonna help you see what you need to improve. Another tip is to, you may have heard this before, imagine like you are trying to shut a door. So let's just take this wall right here. It's not a wall, but let's imaginary wall right here. And there's a door open, or not, or it's just the wall. Let's take the wall. I'm gonna imagine like I'm trying to push my butt to the wall. Just touch the wall with my butt. Send my hips back. Keep my back straight. And, or car door, or other door. It doesn't really matter. Imagine like there's a door behind you and you were trying to shut the door. Okay? Like a booty bump. Simple. Booty bump. Shut the door. Touch the wall. Whatever you gotta imagine. All I need you to do is send those hips back, all right? Back, and keep your back straight. That is key. I need you to practice that before moving on to anything else, because if you cannot keep your back in a neutral position, if you cannot hip hinge, you're more likely to injure yourself during a kettlebell swing. And I didn't tell you to do that. So be careful, because if you already have lower back pain, this is not what you want to be doing incorrectly, okay? So I'm gonna get a kettlebell and show you what it should look like with the bell. So step back, get down. Let me start over. Let me just take it from the very top of a kettlebell swing. The first thing you do with the bell, you get a decent sized bell. Too light of a bell is okay when you're perfecting your form. That's what I recommend, is getting a light bell. I started with a 20-pound bell when you're perfecting your form. But as you get better with your form, once you get comfortable with the movement, you need to increase your weight, because a kettlebell swing is all down here. It's complete full body, but your hips have a lot of power. And if you're using something too light, you're missing out on a lot of opportunity for strength, cardio, endurance, everything. So I'm using a 30-pound bell to demonstrate. What you're gonna do is step directly over the bell. It should be right underneath you. And you're gonna take a decent step back, about a foot. This is where you're going to send your hips back and squat, all right? So kind of like an RDL, kind of like a deadlift, okay? More so like a deadlift. Send your hips back, squat. And you're gonna grab the bell. As you can see now, my butt's a little high and my back is a little arched. So what we do to fix that is drop your butt and then pull your shoulder blades back and down. So watch as I pull them back and down, okay? And as you pull them back, it's gonna lift the bell some, and down, off. The bell should be off the ground to start, like tilted on its side, okay? So let's start over. Stand up in front of the bell, directly over it, about a foot back. Hinge at the hips, bend at the knees, reach for the bell, drop your butt, pull your shoulder blades back. Make sure your head is not up like this, and make sure it's not down. I need it to be in line. And at this point is when we're gonna hike it, okay? When you hike it, it's just like a football player hiking the ball behind them, okay? But you're gonna hike it and it's gonna come right back up. Let me show you what it should look like and what it should not look like, okay? Hinge. Deep breath in through your nose and hike. All right, that's what it should look like as you come up like this. Power, okay? I need power. I need a quick pop, okay? Let me give you a few cues. Go back, hike. Back should be straight this whole time. As you come up, your glutes, if you've ever done a hip thrust, if you've ever done a glute bridge, if you've ever just done this pop motion, this is what I'm looking for, okay? With a straight back. Hinge, pop up with your glutes, okay? Watch my glutes. They pop. Literally imagine that. You need that pop, okay? It's not just a gentle swing. It's okay to do that until you get comfortable. But in order to get all the power from this movement, pop, all right? Same thing with your legs and your knees. As you go hinge, pop. You might hear a lot, don't lock out your knees in a lot of exercises, but a kettlebell swing is a little bit different. You need to safely lock them out. Please don't lock them out in a bad way. And what I mean by that is control. You need to have control. So as you get comfortable with the kettlebell swing, that is just gonna come second nature. As you're thrusting through your hips up, through the power of your glutes, or with the power of your glutes, you're gonna like not be able to help the fact that you're locking out your knees. Safe and effective, all right? The next thing, keep your feet flat on the ground, okay? Sometimes it might be a lot, you might feel like they come up, but I need you to grip in the ground, squeeze your toes to the ground, really grip, all right? As you come up like this, straight back. I do not need to see halfway swings. That doesn't do anything for you, and I don't need to see overarching. So when you come, you don't need to excessively squeeze your glutes like back in the day when people would squat and squeeze like this. That's not necessary. And overarching your back like that when you swing, gonna throw your back out. I don't think that's what you want to do either. So this is what it should not look like. Let's hope I can stay safe. Nope, should not look like this. That is a surefire way to keep my back pain around forever. So don't do that. How you avoid arching that lower back is, this is what it's gonna feel like. It's gonna feel like you're doing it wrong. it's gonna feel like you're not going up all the way. But like I said in the beginning, get in front of a mirror, or even better, record yourself. You'll be able to see when you do this motion, if you're going too far back or not. All right, just be mindful. That is the only way to fix that, is brace your core and be mindful of your swing. Stop right when you get straight, okay? Practice. I promise, I used to overarch too, and I didn't realize I was overarching until I watched myself on video. Watch yourself on video, I promise it'll help. And if you're not sure, or if you are overarching and you keep practicing and you continue to overarch, as you swing up, stop a little sooner than you think. And then watch that and see if that helped any. Because like I said, it might feel like you're doing it wrong when you're actually doing it right. And that is because you were not used to the correct form. Okay, so another key factor of a kettlebell swing is your breath. Okay, you might have heard me breathe out excessively. It might be like annoying, but it is very, very, very necessary to make sure that you are getting all your power, being able to not get tired too soon, also keeping your core engaged properly. So I'm gonna show you how to breathe properly. Get back in your form, okay, you guys? Do this with me. Step over the kettlebell, take a decent step back, hinge at the hip, squat at the knees, grab the bell, sit your butt back, pull your shoulders blade back and down, make sure that's up. Okay, as right before we hike, deep breath in through your nose, and then you hike, and then as it comes up like this, you deep breath out through your mouth. That's how it goes, like on beat. Okay, so it should be in, out, in, out. All right, let me demonstrate. Okay, so you might hear some people breathe differently, little fast breaths. As you practice, your breathing might change, breathing technique might change, but essentially you need to be taking deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth as you exert all that power. What we're gonna do now is go ahead and go through a quick circuit, okay? I'm gonna show you exactly what you can do with your kettlebell swing, add it to all your workouts. You can either add it before or you can add it after as a burnout. I like to add it before, kind of as a warm up. Even if it's not a warm up, I like to get it going as a part of my exercise. So, simple. We're gonna do 3 sets of 15. I usually start anywhere from 10 to 20, maybe even 25. Depends on the day, depends on the workout. If I'm doing a lower body day, I will do more swings because kettlebell swings are great for your glutes. And if you want a fat dumpy, you need to do kettlebell swings. And I want a fat dumpy. Working on it. So, start over the bell. This is where we're actually gonna do a workout, you guys. So get ready with me if you feel confident in your form. If you don't feel confident in your form, drop the bell. You can do this without the bell. You can literally go with me without the bell until you feel good in your movement, okay? Practice your hinge if you don't feel confident either. Just go ahead and log off the video, practice your hinge, record yourself, all right? 3 rounds of 15. No, let's do 10. 3 rounds of 10. I'm gonna bless you guys so you guys can get used to the movement. Hinge, grab, drop your butt, pull your shoulders back, and make sure your head is neutral, okay? Brace that core, deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place the bell. That's what I meant to tell y'all. Place the bell exactly where it started. When you finish a swing, your last swing, 10, swing back down, and then swing onto the floor. Let me show you. Last, just like that. Your ending position should look identical to your starting position. Practice that because that's also important to preventing injury. Now catch your breath. I know I need to. And then we're about to do the next set of 10. After that, 1 more set, and you guys are good to go. Ready? Step back real quick, just like this. Hinge at the hips, grab it. You know what to do. Squat, pull, deep breath in, hike. 1, 2, walk. 3, power. 4, 5, don't give up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back where you started. Don't forget that. Key. Kettlebell swings are very intense, okay? Very intense. You can progress them so much. You start light. As you feel better with the movement, as you feel stronger, as you feel less tired, you can increase your reps, you can increase your sets, you can increase your weights. They are endless. They work as cardio, they work as strength. Do kettlebell swings 5 to 7 days out the week for 2 weeks and tell me you don't feel different. Tell me you're not losing weight. I wish you could. No, I don't. I actually don't wish you could, but go ahead and see what I'm saying. Kettlebell swings 5 to 7 days a week. You'll be a whole new person, all right? Last one. Hinge, drop your butt, pull it back, deep breath in, hike. Thrust to the power of your hips. 5, 6, pop it. 8, 9, 10, backward started. Now, if you do that with me and you're tired, you can see how this is cardio and strength. All right, don't forget to add this to your routine every time you work out. Skip all that other mess. This is where it's at. Go ahead and like, subscribe. If you want to see more stuff like this, I'll be posting every week, hopefully. If not, y'all know why. I'm a mom. See you later.